to labor. He is no friend to labor, and we've got to listen to what he says. Know that, you know that famous saying, listen when people tell you who they are. In fact, can we roll the clip? Let's see. Here we go.
I used to hate to pay overtime. When I was in the private sectors, they say, oh, I don't want over. You know, I shouldn't tell you this. I'd go out and get other people and let them work regular time.
But they build everything in Germany, and then they assemble it here. They get away with murder because they say, oh, yes, we're building us. They don't build it. They take them out of a box and they assemble them. We could have our child.
They go on strike and you say, that's okay, you're all gone. You're all gone. The United Auto Workers ought to be ashamed for allowing this to happen. And the leader of the United Auto Workers should be fired immediately.
Right. So, of course, that last bit, he was talking about Sean Fain, who represents nearly 1 million active and retired auto workers. Okay, so that's about 1 million auto workers, active and retired. Donald Trump, listen to his words. He's saying that auto workers are essentially engaged in child's play, that children can do it. Listen to what he says. I'm telling you, he's got his club. And I'm going to tell you, union workers are not part of his club. Let's be clear about that. No matter what he does in his rallies, let's be clear about that. Right? He thinks that the value of your work is essentially meaningless. That's what he's saying, to compare it to child's work. When we hear, no, the work you do is complex. You do it with great care. You work hard. You are highly skilled. You are highly trained. And the best auto workers in the world is who you are. And the fact is, Donald Trump's comments are the talk of someone who has had everything handed to him. I know it's right. It is. I know. It is. This man, who never had to work a job that came with calloused hands or an hourly wage, right? Someone who got handed $400 million on a silver platter and did what with it? Filed bankruptcy 6 times. Come on. Come on. He will never understand the life and the work of a United Auto Worker. He will never understand that. People who work hard for everything they have, who take great pride in a job well done, who understand what it represents to their family and the future of their family. Again, I go back to the dignity of hard work. So let us be clear. Donald Trump's insults to American workers is not exclusive to that video, okay? So that was just a moment, kind of think of it as the commercial break in my speech. But his comments are not only that, because Donald Trump has been a union buster his entire career. He has called union leaders, quote, dues-sucking people, okay? He said that he supports so-called right-to-work laws, quote, 100%, okay? He bragged and joked with a billionaire buddy about mass firing striking workers and lowered labor standards and made it easier for companies that break the laws to get federal contracts. Donald Trump encouraged automakers of Michigan so they could pay their workers less, encourage them to move so they could pay their workers less, okay? And when the UAW went on strike to demand the higher wages you deserve, Donald Trump went to a non-union shop and attacked the UAW. He said striking and collective bargaining don't make, and I'm going to quote, a damn bit of difference. So here's the bottom line. Donald Trump's track record is a disaster for working people. And he is, I believe, an existential threat to America's labor movement. And everything he intends to do if he is reelected is also spelled out in that Project 2025. So to read it and to know it is to know he intends to launch a full-on attack on unions and the freedom to organize. Okay? He will ban public sector unions, roll back workplace safety protections. Read it when you have some time, Google it, everybody's watching. Look, he will make it easier for companies to deny overtime pay for workers and appoint a union buster to run the Department of Labor. Be sure of that. Be sure of that. So to all the friends here, I say what you already know. It's time to turn the page.